Welcome back, everybody. I am back again. We're going to be going for another drive in my 2025 EcoBoost Premium Mustang, just chilling out. We're going to pick up where we left off in the last video, and this was the ending point for the last video. Kind of got a little bit lost, to be honest with you guys, because I can't really use the map on my phone when I'm filming with it. So I got my iPhone 17 Pro here, and then I got the GoPro out the back. So we're just gonna back up here because I can't turn around, which I didn't know going into this. So again, before we really get into this video, make sure you guys follow the traffic laws. I'm not gonna be breaking the speed limit, breaking the laws of the road. So you guys cannot blame me if you do something stupid, because I am encouraging road safety. Okay, now that we're done, let's go ahead and get up to speed here. We are in a 70, I'm in normal mode right now. Definitely a lot of fun, guys, but you do have to be careful. Already having to brake a little bit because you will get going too fast in this car, guys. This thing, a lot of people like to talk smack, but this thing is pretty fast. They put like no road signs out here, guys, I swear. Like, I don't even know where the heck I'm going. I'm just looking for a road. I think it's like 45 or 46 or something is what I'm looking for right now. So I'll figure it out though, I'll be fine. Worst case scenario, I'll have to stop filming for a minute. But I absolutely love this car so far, guys. So we're in normal mode right here. Let's go ahead and put it in sport. Nobody behind me. Go ahead and put it in sport. And this, you got to be really careful, because I don't even floor it in sport, because you'll lose traction so easy. So here we go in sport. So that was like 25% accelerated, or putting my foot down 25%, guys. I mean, that was it. You just got to be careful with this, because if you guys can hear it, it keeps the RPMs really high. So I don't like to be in sport too much, to be quite honest with you guys, just because it does that, you know. So I don't want to ride the engine too hard. And people are like, oh, you think that's riding the engine hard? I'm like, guys, it's my daily driver. I kind of don't want to ruin this car, so that's why I don't put it in sport a lot. All right, so now we got track, but you got to be careful with track, because what track is going to do is it turns off your traction control, which I don't ever recommend doing, just because it's a good idea to have the traction control on. But we're gonna chill out a little bit. I think the speed limit is going down right here too. Going down to 60, that's kind of random. All right, so we're gonna stay in track. I'm not gonna accelerate yet though, till I think the turn off is coming up right here. So, yeah. All right, here we go. There's finally a road sign. Thank you. I'm trying to go to Bernie. I don't know where I'm going. Geez, these are cool. How much are these, man? Those are cool, man. Those are really cool, man. I'm gonna stop by real quick, see how much this guy wants. I'm getting distracted already, guys, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna run out and talk to these guys real quick, and then I'll come back to y'all in a second. How you doing, sir?
Good. I'm John.
Nice to meet you. Just saw it driving by and I was curious.
That's
so
why I put them up there. Fell into my trucks.
Do you have like a small one, maybe? Like a smaller? Because these are kind of large.
I do have some calf and goat hides.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Big.
How much are those running for?
Those are 75.
75?
The others run from 175 up to mid threes, upper threes on the top end.
Okay, cool.
You grab a
All right, guys, I might buy one of these cow hides just because they're kind of cool. So I'll get back to y'all in a second here. All right, guys, got a little bit distracted, to be honest, but got this pretty cool goat hide. So now we're gonna get back to the point of today's video. We'll get back on the road. See you guys in a second. It's hot out today too. It's still March when I'm filming this. This video probably won't even go out until like May or something probably. Just because I'm that far ahead on videos right now. I shouldn't be spending any money, honestly, but I don't come out this way that much, and I thought it was a reasonable price. I'm not like an expert or anything, but he started up at 75 and then I got him down to 65. So I was like, that's fair. I don't want to rob the guy. Seems like a local guy. So, all right, let's get back on the road. We're going to crank it back into, we're going to kick off some of these rocks actually, because that lot was really dirty. And that gives you guys a good look at how this thing performs a little bit off-road. Anything, any holes or anything deeper than about right there where I just went through, or any divots or anything, I wouldn't recommend taking this car through anything worse than that. That's about as much as I would push this car, just because I don't want to scrape it. And I know some guys like to lower their vehicles too. So you got to be careful with that. All right, so let's crank this thing into, go into track, give it some gas. So again, you got to be careful without the traction control here, but you guys see just how fast this thing accelerates in track mode, man. This thing is fast. People don't understand vehicles over 300 horsepower until you drive one. Most people have no idea how to drive anything over 250, 300 horsepower, guys. I mean, most cars are capped out at about, even some of the fast crossovers that you get are really capped out at about 250 horsepower. I mean, they just don't make them super fast, because once you start getting up to the 300 horsepower mark, it can be really dangerous. Okay, we're gonna, it's 50 here, don't want to get a ticket, don't want to break the laws. You also have drag strip mode. I'm gonna put it in slippery right here. Slippery is good even if it's not wet outside. This is primarily, obviously though, if it's wet and rainy, I definitely recommend you turning on the traction control and the slippery mode. It's extremely helpful, guys, in wet and rainy conditions. But even when you're just trying to go 35 miles an hour on this road, kind of crazy. We'll slow down, we're gonna obey it, but that's kind of ridiculous. But what the heck was I saying? If you guys just want to drive a little bit easier and not go flying down the road every time you gas it, you can put it in slippery mode too. Even if the roads aren't wet, it's going to drive closer to like a normal sedan. It's still going to be faster than like a normal sedan, but it is going to kind of let you ease into the gas a little bit to where you're not going flying so fast so easily. Even in normal mode, it is sometimes a little bit annoying when I'm just trying to daily drive the car easy, how fast you get going, even if you just get, like, I don't really floor. I don't put my foot down in this car rarely ever, guys, unless I like need to pass. But other than that, I really don't ever put my foot down more than about 50%, just because you get going so fast. If I really need to accelerate, I'll do like 75%, but anything faster than that can be quite dangerous, guys. So you got to be really careful with this vehicle if you do buy it. So the slippery mode is really helpful. Let's go ahead, and we're still in a 55, so, and it's only one lane, so I don't want to piss anybody off behind me, because I can't just slow down so I can speed up. Be kind of annoying. All right, we're up to 60 now. So even in slippery, guys, it accelerates pretty well, but it kind of just makes you ease into the gas a little bit more. And it won't really make sense what I'm saying unless you guys go and test drive this car, or you have driven one of these cars before. You won't understand. But honestly, a lot of people complain, oh, the newer vehicles this, the newer vehicles that, they're bad and everything. Guys, these newer vehicles are way superior to anything they were even making 10, 15, 20 years ago. With all the tech that these things have, I mean, different driving modes wasn't even really a thing not that long ago. The older GT Mustang, like in 2010, 2011, I think, correct me if I'm wrong down below on the year if I'm wrong, but those were only putting out just over 300 horsepower. And now in 26, we got a 4-cylinder putting out the same horsepower and the same power as the older V8 Mustangs, guys. That's absolutely ridiculous to me. And it's more efficient. So a lot of people complain about the engine size, and I get it. A lot of people get caught up in the engine size, but for me, that wasn't really that important to me. I was like, if I can get better gas mileage, save on the price of the vehicle, and not pay as much for insurance because it's still technically a 4-cylinder, then I don't care, guys. Like that, I'm not gonna get hung up on that. To me, that doesn't matter. All right, I don't know when the speed limit is gonna go up here. Hopefully at some point it goes up, man. I don't know what's going on here. It's like 60 through this whole way. But this view, I love this area, guys. But it's been a solid 4 or 5 months since I've even driven through here, just because, again, it's pretty out of the way. This guy is close, jeez. Guess there's still people behind me. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. Ooh, this is kind of a cool shot right here, guys. Really cool right here. I wish I could get that house on the top of the hill if you guys can see it. Be away from everybody. That's what I want. That's the goal right there at some point. Living in the suburbs like I'm doing right now ain't for me, man. Too many people back there. All right, we're still in the 60. I thought the speed limit through here was like 80. I feel like they changed it. Or I just am thinking of somewhere else entirely. Or I'd even take that house over there, honestly. So I've said this a million times, but I'm personally happy with the power and performance of this car, even though technically it is a 4-cylinder. It just doesn't matter to me. Really what I would want to do in my life, if I do get a GT Mustang, is I don't want it to be my only vehicle. I would love to have a GT Mustang and just have like a normal car on the side. You know, whether it's, geez, what the heck? There's like a whole lake down there, guys. I literally do not remember that, and that's kind of dangerous. I didn't even notice the drop off right there. But if I do get a GT Mustang at some point, guys, like I would absolutely love to, but I don't want it to be my daily driver. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I just want something where I can get behind the wheel, it's efficient, and I can get to where I need to go sometimes. That's why I actually prefer the EcoBoost for a daily driver, just because I'm not forced to get behind the wheel of a GT Mustang. A V8 burns so much gas, and sometimes I don't want to have so much power in my car. Sometimes I want it to be a little easier, and even in the EcoBoost, guys, a lot of the times I catch myself getting a little bit annoyed when I'm just trying to chill out with my girlfriend, or I'm just trying to drive easy somewhere. I'm like, I don't want to go that fast right now. I just want to go kind of slow right now. I'm just chilling. I don't want to rush, you know? So sometimes when you don't need the power or you're just stop and go traffic, it can actually get a little bit annoying. And the GET is going to be really annoying because it's even faster, has even more power than this vehicle that I'm sitting in. So preferably, if I ever get a GET Mustang, I want it to be my secondary driver. I want it to be a stick shift manual, just because I would love to drive a stick shift GET Mustang. It's almost like sacrilege getting an automatic GT Mustang. And I'm not talking smack if you like the automatic. I'm just saying I'd love to have a secondary joyrider where I can do a stick shift. But right now I'm driving an automatic because, one, they don't sell the EcoBoost in stick anymore. And even if they did, this is, again, my daily driver. So I don't want to be daily driving having to drive a manual. I mean, it would just get annoying and ridiculous after a while. But if I have, geez, I don't know what that is in the road, just a cup. But I don't want to have to mess around with the stick shift. I don't want to have to mess around with the V8 when I'm just trying to chill and daily drive. And if you disagree with that, let me know down below in the comments. But that's my take on it. Sometimes I want to go slow. Sometimes I just want to chill out and relax. But overall, guys, that's really going to be it for today's video. Just wanted to take you guys for this back roads country drive because it's so much fun. And of course, I'm already wasting money. I bought this little goat hide, goat skin, whatever the heck you want to call it, just because I thought it was pretty darn cool. And I don't really come out this way that much, but I appreciate you guys so much for watching. And as always, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments and I'll do my absolute best to answer you guys. But if not, you watched until the end of the video today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video soon.